Hey guys, what's happening? Speo here with the voice of reason. Excuse me if I seem a little unfocused at times, I didn't get much sleep. Anyway, today we will be looking at a high-pitched, gritty dubstep bass or lead, and I've prepared a little example to show what this should sound like. Nice and gritty. Let's get to recreating it. Check in a Thor, turn on the portamento with a value of about 22 and set it to mono. Now for the first oscillator we want an octave 2 pulse wave with a PW of about 42. For the second a triangle wave at octave 6. And for the third another triangle wave at octave 5. In the mixer nudge the balance a little bit towards the second oscillator and bring down the third, to minus 4.6 dB. In the filter, bring down the envelope amount and the velocity all the way, and bring the frequency all the way up, and set the resonance to about 42. And don't forget to bring up the sustain on the amp envelope all the way. Now, we want the filter to open up every time we hit a key, and we'll achieve this using the mod envelope. So just bring down the release all the way and set the decay to about 105 milliseconds. Use shift to be more accurate. Now, select the mod envelope in the modulation matrix and route it with an amount of minus 100 to the filter 1 frequency and with an amount of minus 15 or minus 60 to the oscillator 1 pitch. Then select it once again and route it with an amount of, again, minus 59 or 60 to the oscillator 2 pitch, and once again with an amount of minus 59 to the oscillator 3 pitch. What we have now sounds like this. Oops. It already sounds a bit gritty because of the low pulse wave, but we'll add a Scream 4 distortion to make it even grittier. Set it to tape, the speed all the way up, and the compression to about 22, and the damage to about 84. Which makes it nice and gritty. But we're losing some of the highs, so we'll run it through an equalizer and just boost those with about 12 dB. Now select the first parameter at 100 Hz and boost those, boost the lows here a bit. And activate low cut and the low shelf at 30 Hz and put the gain just all the way down so we get rid of a bit of the mud that's there. Next up we'll run it through a compressor with a ratio of about 5.74 to 1 and the threshold with about minus 21.3 dB and the attack just at about 60 milliseconds. There are the highs again. Now next up I'd suggest running it through a Softube saturation knob. Now I know a lot of you are not running Reason 6.5 and the saturation knob isn't essential to the patch, but it's a nice addition. So if you do run Reason 6.5 and have picked it up whilst it was free at the beginning of rack extensions, then just set it to keep high and set it to 3.3. Which adds a nice texture to the sound, but we're clipping, so just adjust the output gain on the compressor. And no clipping anymore, yay. Next up, just widen it up a bit using either a reverb or a unison or both. I'll just use a unison in this example here with a dry wet of about 26. And there you have it. That's your basic gritty high-pitched bass patch. In the mixer, make sure the high-pass filter is activated at about 60 Hz, so there's room for the sub and we don't get the mud that's there. For the sub, I've already prepared a little sub in this example here. Just a 2 sine wave patch, one at 3, one at 2 octaves, and with an amp envelope, the sustain all the way up, and with a 233 millisecond attack on it. So the volume just opens up every time we hit a key, just as the filter does in this patch. And for this patch, a sub really adds a lot to it, a lot of punch that isn't there without it. So we'll just make an A/B comparison here with sub and without sub. yeah, so sub's always great. And there you go. That's your gritty patch. I hope this tutorial was useful. If it was, I would much appreciate a like. My name's been Speo, and this was the Voice of Reason. I'll see you next time. Have a good one or whatever you have.